wir sind gerade auf Hawthorns Schiff angekommen.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder.
Wir werden gleich darüber informiert, dass es hier nicht zu holen gibt, offensichtlich vom Bordcomputer. Das ist eine Kamera?
Smile for my surveillance device, Marauder. I am tracking your every move.
Ja, sieht sehr modern aus. Willkommen in der Zukunft. Gott. Unreliable. Gottes Willen.
Marauder, please be informed that ignoring me is dangerous for your health.
Ja, wie kann ich denn...
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
Okay, sie will mich... Okay, ist der Bordcomputer? Und sie möchte mich töten.
I detect an elevated heart rate, indicating dishonesty. Please prepare yourself for lethal deterrence. Jettison procedures initiated. Please engage in airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarded parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
Okay. Ja, das Bild drückt auch Enttäuschung aus.
This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Ja, er ist
I
tot halt.
understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
Ja, ich bin Captain Hawthorne,
Well
natürlich.
done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced. Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new captain's identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
Ja, ich habe verstanden, dass ich jetzt Captain Hawthorne bin.
Try to stay alive this time.
Jetzt bin ich wohl als Captain Hawthorne registriert.
The navigation console is offline at this time, Captain.
Das war ja einfach. Gehen hier eigentlich auf? Ja. Aber es ist ja mein Schiff, ist ja denn keine Straftat mehr. Aber wir haben was... Ach, da. Okay, also Maschinengewehre und sowas zählen als
If
Langwaffe.
your equipment is in need of repair or modification, the Crux 2000 workbench is at your disposal, Captain.
Ach, das ist eine Werkbank. Okay. Scheint so ein bisschen der Lagerraum zu sein. Oder mal, was wir an der Werkbank machen können. Waffen und Rüstung zu reparieren, zu verbessern und zu modifizieren. Okay. Ich möchte die reparieren. Naja. Modifizieren. Wir haben keine. Ich könnte jetzt offensichtlich ein Magazin austauschen. Aber auch nichts. Okay. Was ist denn Tüfteln? Du hast zum Tüfteln, noch nicht freigeschaltet. Okay. Legen. Ja, da steckt man jetzt in den Rollenspielen immer in der Zwickmühle, verwertet man die jetzt, um Teile zu haben? Oder verkauft man sie, um Geld zu haben? Ich würde jetzt erstmal ein paar Sachen. Verkaufserlös 7,5. Das glaube ich eh nicht besonders. 13. So ein Ding. Okay, die behalten wir mal zum Verkauf. Waffen können wir ja auch verkaufen. Wenn jetzt hier gar nicht, welche ich davon angelegt habe. Okay. Oh, für die habe ich fast gar keine Munition. 6 Schuss. Na gut. Wir gucken uns noch mal ein bisschen um. Vielleicht finden wir Wurfballschläge. Aha.
Want to be a brand new you? Try out our respecification machine. Alex installed it himself, right before he died.
Ich bin noch Hawthorne. Hier kann ich alles zurücksetzen. Für Geld. Was ich, weil es rot ist, wahrscheinlich gerade nicht habe. Wahrscheinlich umso höher man ist im Level, umso teurer wird es. Aber gut. Ja, aber trotzdem gut zu wissen.
The ship's engines cannot be powered until a replacement regulator has been properly installed.
Aha, der Schiffsantrieb und hier kommt wohl der Regulator rein, den wir suchen sollen. In einer der Arbeitersiedlungen hier auf dem Planeten.
Due to catastrophic power failure, all doors will remain on security lockdown.
Ein bisschen was von Steampunk. Das ist ein Raumschiff und dann gibt's hier. Ja. Oh. Die ganzen Türen zu.
These are the crew's quarters.
Aha,
Alex
Manchester.
preferred to travel alone, but he always had me.
Oh, das wäre mein Quartier, Hawthorns Quartier. Okay, auch versiegelt. Ja gut, aber dann gucken wir mal, wo wir so einen Energieregulator herbekommen.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
Ja, im Grunde ist es ja mein Schiff. Dem ich ihrem Kumpel geholfen
I'll
habe.
let it go this time. If you're looking to help us out with our marauder problem, talk to Constable Reyes over in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Das war einfach, das zu umgehen. Leichen sind auch weg, ne? Ja. Aha, das ist dann wohl offensichtlich Edgewater. Das da rechts. Wir gehen mal gucken. Er sieht schon echt hübsch aus. Oh, das sind Gegner. Ja, die waren hier offensichtlich Jagd. Ah, das Edgewater. Ja, steht ja auch ganz groß drauf. Da sind Bestien oder Wildtiere. Die haben wahrscheinlich den Einwohner hier getötet. Ja, eine Schaufel. Ich glaube, da haben wir jetzt gerade Stationen aufgenommen. Mehr in dem Schiff gibt? Oder? Kommen wir hier rein? Nein. Schwimmen? Nein. Nee. Kommen wir nicht hoch? Oh, der Friedhof. Hier scheint Gebäude im Bau zu sein. Kameras?
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from?
Hallo.
Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend.
Weiß ich. Ich bin nur auf der
Ain't
Durchreise.
safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices. Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Erstbestatter, okay.
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer? Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
Die haben noch nicht mal ein eigenes Grab, sondern sie müssen das achten, das Grab? Ja gut, okay, ist ja bei uns auch so.
Company policy. If it was up to me, I'd put the whole town 10 feet under, free of charge. Quotas, mostly. Got a backlog of graves to fill. Bodies won't bury themselves, you know?
Ja, klar, Quest
Four
ist Quest.
workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little. He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up. Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad. Yeah? You could look at it that way, I suppose. You could look at us and say, those Edgewater saps lost near every soul to plague. But you'd be wrong. We're survivors. Loyal company folk, brave in the wilds.
Okay, also auch da gibt's wohl wieder irgendeine Krankheit.
Every now and again, a virulent plague sweeps through our town. That's life on the
Ganz
frontier,
normal, hin und wieder mal von der Seuche
A
heimgesucht.
body grows accustomed. Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20, 30, carry the one... all my life? Work's been real good to me. Fresh air, exercise. Only problem's the paperwork. Can't get anybody to pay their gravesite fees. Former people, yeah. Marauders been raiding my graves, you see. Hence the armed guards.
Warum überfallen die Gräber?
Oh no. They are after the most precious loot of all. Spacer's Choice Company property. If those marauders swipe any more bodies out of my cemetery, company's gonna duck my pay.
Okay. Von Stehlen hier. Ach so, das ist sein... Nachrichten. Bestatterverband. Ja, Verstatterbestand. Bestatterverband. Liebe Leser, liebe Leserin, dein Abonnement, das Bestatterverband-Newsletter ist abgelaufen. Personalabteilung. Offizieller Werbetext. Komfortable, geräumige Grabparzellen. Nach Wunsch gravierte... Ah, okay. Rechnung. Bestattungsstatus erfolgreich, beerdigt in Grabstelle 13F. Bezahlt und ausgeliehen. An der Leiche fehlt eine Hand. Habe 5 Bits von den Grabgebühren abgezogen, weil ich ein netter Kerl bin. Okay. Könnte man vielleicht nach 13F suchen und dann noch irgendwas finden? Hier auch Diebstahl? Ja. Ja, wir klauen natürlich nicht. Erstmal nicht. Versorgung. Ganz schön viele Gräber. Hier irgendwo die Nummer drauf eigentlich? 13F? Nee. Na gut, wir gehen mal rein nach Edgewater.
Keep your distance, friend. Sick house is no place for a traveler.
Da gehen wir lieber mal nicht rein. Dass wir uns anstecken. Barbershop, da war doch... Der eine ist doch im Barbershop, oder? Konrad, Rezeptionist hat sich erschossen. Das ist schlecht. Die Firma muss das so sehen, wie es ist. Zerstörung von Space Joys Firmeneigentum. Ach, wenn sich jemand erschießt, dann ist es Zerstörung von Eigentum, Firmeneigentum. Naja. Irgendwie Holzszene.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness. No, thank you. That's quite all right. I've seen enough body parts in my line of work. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment. Burial, in the unfortunate event of a fatality. It's what a barber does. We make you presentable. Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions. As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
Er sollte wirklich
Thank you,
Schauspieler werden.
no, I despise the serials. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay. And that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies. Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings. Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
Goldszene.
You know about Eugene? How? Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave. That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I? Yes, I suppose I must. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature
Oh.
and an IOU.
Was wir nicht, ob das moralisch so ist, aber
If you're falling
Bewohner.
sick, I don't want you near me.
Don't worry. I
Huh.
wouldn't do that.
so ist immer gut.
It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. And before you ask, I'm all out of deluxe salt tuna. All I've got is gourmet. Music to my ears.
So, verkaufen wir erstmal. Erstmal den Schrott. Aha, es gibt eine Schnelltaste. So, und dann gucken wir mal. Den wollten wir verkaufen. Wurfballschläger verkaufen wir auch, auch. Den Alkohol verkaufen wir auch, der bringt eh bloß Nachteile. Lauftempo mit Nahkampfwaffen. Geht uns auch nicht, können wir auch verkaufen. Lebensregeneration finde ich ganz gut. Grundleben auf 25%. Lebens. Das ist auch okay. Grundleben. Halten wir das behalten. Wie viel Geld hat? 255. Munition wäre ja nicht schlecht. Schwere Munition. Da habe ich nicht genug Geld. Heft. Da können wir auch mal gehen.
You read the latest report?
Only the part that said we ain't making our quotas.
If only McDevitt's folk hadn't abandoned us. Cannery could use those extra hands.
Never seen you here before. You a visitor? Welcome. On behalf of the Spacer's Choice family, let me welcome you to, where am I again? Edgewater, jewel of the Vale. May the law bless our beloved cannery with 100 years of, what's it called? Productivity. That's the one. Yep, that's us. Productive. Oh, it's fine. I'm only on my 3rd bottle. I don't start heaving up my guts as long as I can count to 3. Company lets me imbibe as much zero-G brew as I can afford. Even gave me a discount on account of my injury. You jealous yet? Yep. Got my mid stuck in a rotor wheel. Shredded my wrist up real good. Conrad went and sewed up my hand, but I couldn't do much about the pain. Boss was real generous to me, though. Got myself a 5% discount on zero-G brew. After the 2nd bottle, the only pain I feel is emotional.
Gott sei Dank.
Hey, Conrad's a surgeon. Well, he's a barber. That's like surgery, but for your hair.
Ja, Friseur ist eigentlich nur ein Chirurg für die Haare, das stimmt. Aggressivspar. Na gut.
Wonder if the plague's ever gonna pass.
Just keep working. Work fortifies the spirit.
Observatorium? Eigentlich sieht es mehr aus wie eine Kirche, aber mit Observatorium oben drauf. Dann sieht es eher aus wie eine Kirche. Das ist kein Diebstahl?
Hey there, Mary. Don't see you round here too often.
Oh, I just came to talk to the vicar is all. None of us are above confessionals.
What have you got to confess?
Scheint der
Yes, what
Waffe
is
zu
it?
sein hier.
You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
Er scheint der sehr glücklich zu sein.
Not to put too fine a point on it, but your choice of wardrobe is not precisely common hereabouts. Also, you lack the distinctive worker gaze. Usually either a deadening behind the eyes, or in some rare cases, a wild-eyed frenzy, like a trapped animal. An ass? Who do you think... Please, excuse my ill temper. I fear you've misunderstood. I'm simply bemoaning the level of spiritual awareness in this town. No, I am not. Though there is something to your accusation. It is wrong for me to succumb to distress. I must double my efforts to elevate my flock. These are good, hard-working people here.
Ja, ich suche jetzt nach dem
Mechanical
Energieregulator.
tomfoolery is well out of my purview. I suggest you take such matters to Mr. Thompson in the cannery. Oh, and a word of warning. If you're considering wandering around outside the safety of the town, you'd best be cautious.
Warum?
The marauders I met when I ventured outside the walls might agree with you. Bastards snuck up on me while I was dutifully hunting for a banned book in a collector's library. Barely escaped with my life. But you see, one of the reasons I transferred here was to get my hands on that heretical text. If you managed to acquire it for me, I'd pay quite a handsome sum for the book. I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption. On the contrary, my position means that I am one of the few legally allowed to possess such items. But do not worry. You'll be safe since you are acting on my behalf.
Ich weiß nicht, ob er das zu entscheiden hat.
Glad we see eye to eye. It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
Ja, klar.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Scheint ein großer Ausgang zu sein.
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
Ease off the threats, friend. I'm going.
Manchmal gibt es ja kleine Truhen, aber das wäre ja alles wahrscheinlich Diebstahl. In so Ecken. Ja, wirklich viel los ist hier nicht. Also vor allen Dingen, besonders, eigentlich wollen sie alle weg aus der Stadt.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing with myself.
Just the way it goes, I suppose.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier.
War doch auch einer mit den Schulden eintreiben. Der Abernathy.
Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy. You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state? Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows.
Er ist krank.
I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one. You are? Oh, wow. First time anyone's ever told me that. I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help.
Oh, wir helfen noch gern.
There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
Na klar.
You oblige me with... Just keep your head down when you're in there. Marauders have taken over. Probably tracking mud all over the archives. I know that, but I got nobody else to turn to. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
Ja, wir kriegen hier, aber das war auch fast zu
You're
erwarten.
making a mistake working for Abernathy.
Neue Quest.
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead. All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic. I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do. Alright, here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you. Something like that. Look, I'm not in the habit of law-breaking, but sometimes you've got to do the wrong thing for the right reasons.
Ja, ich
That's
denke
all I
darüber
can
nach.
ask of you.
I've been feeling pretty low these days.
At least you got your health.
Haben wir die jetzt aufgesammelt, die Kopfgeldanfragen, oder?
Welcome to the Spacer's Choice Constabulary. We are Halcyon's leading brand in frontier justice. The office is writing a promotion. Purchase 3 criminal investigations and the 4th one's free. As a Spacer's Choice constable, I am authorized to grant you legal authority toward apprehending wanted criminals. Know how to carry yourself in a fight? I've got bounties out for these 3 marauders. Cross them off and bring me their fingers. Just one per marauder, please. I'll dust off the old fingerprint roller.
Gut, haben wir auch die Quest gekriegt?
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing with myself.
Das ist nicht rot, also kein Diebstahl. Ist ja komisch. Warum ist das jetzt hier kein Diebstahl? Alles kein Diebstahl. Er ist wohl abgehauen. Ja. Der Ausgang.
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Heard Marauders got in.
So. Haben uns die Stadt, glaube ich, angeguckt. Viel mehr ist es nicht. So, dann würde ich mal sagen, kleiner Break. Bis gleich.